Run. Oh yeah. May I have control of my love? You okay?
How to create an epic video.
Do stuff. Someone's awake. Not the baby. Oh. There's me going on there. Woo! That doesn't look terrible. How's the frame rate though? Woo! That doesn't look terrible. How's the frame rate though? Woo! That doesn't look terrible. I can't pause it. I can't pause it. I can't. Welcome to the infinite loop. It should stop any second there. Holy frick. Alright, let's not do that again. Would you be so kind as to send out the love, my darling? So, how far behind we? I can see it in the camera. I think you may have heard it. But yeah, so if you do watch these, because I don't think you do, thank you for this demon piece of machinery you sent. The good thing I was keeping these, right? And that's trying to make a profit, Edward. To be fair, so trying to make a profit selling to America. That's their prices at the moment are ridiculous. I think we're looking at like $100 per box at the moment, which is like. I do apologize if anyone's just falling out. You do come in here, we watch this later. May I have a pen, please? Because I don't want to have scissors on screen, so people think I'm trying to slice something up. Yeah. Dude. I'm going to break it down. It's not my pen. One of the boys. You do, because one of the children's, I'd be very sad. Still got opening because Eddie's literally sealed all the sides up because Eddie was worried about all the rain that's going to happen over the weekend that we just had. Jesus Christ. Eddie. I appreciate you being a good boy. I don't think you did it. Fine. So if you're watching this later, don't worry, there's no card games today. It's kind of just a testing up stream, make sure how it looks. It looks quite okay for the camera we have. We have like a standard like 1440p camera, right? But we grab 4 of these because I want places things on the Magpie, and I missed out on getting the original table box, which now makes me ever so sad because sad news. I probably should move down an inch or two so you can even hear me. Oh, it's challenging me. I have no idea if that's like repeating really loud in the headphones, so I'm just gonna do that. Shut down Discord. So loud. I'm moving tables with my fat tummy. Switch. Log out. User settings. Log out. Log out. Done. There we go. There should be no more disruptions, even though it's just me talking to myself. Let's go. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's get this thing open. Oh God, there's more open. Box is quite nice. I'm waiting free. Oh yeah. There's the front. There's the front. Tamer's Evolution Box 2. Yeah, not having the original box, this is very interesting to me. It's like, what did I get? What did I find? Where's the pack of cards? Where's the sleeves? Oh yeah. Look at that, that's nice. Is it even in shot? That's the question. No, not truly. Let's get head to head, yeah. Oh, that is nice. Oh, look what we got. We got you, and you, and you, and you, and you're here. And hey, Galamon. But we can't forget this piece that's wrangling in here. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. So this, I'm hoping it has everything inside of it. I'm very sad. So the box is like quite nice. Standard weird plasticky thing that they have. Got the cards on the front and the baby sleeves on the back. Still pretty cool. Oh, it's a Velcro one, boo. You got your sleeves. So you got all your sleeves in there. They're all crushed together because all of my sleeves having creases in before it even starts. So I get called out for having marked cards. Thank you, Bandai. Although you do get. Oh, what's this? Oh, you get Teeny Tiny Baby marker. That's going to get swallowed by the baby. You have a nice thick boy divider. Oh yeah, then we have a little pack of cards. That my hands are all sweaty all over. I can't wait to put my grubby hands on these. We have. Yep. We have Agumon. We have Agunimon. We have Shoutmon. We have Guilmon. We have Vmon. We have Agumon. We have Wormmon. And we have win rate 60%. I can't believe I'm trying to see these guys. The glare is so real. There you guys don't see the cards, right? It's a bit on the other side. Kind of. Can't really see them though. Yeah, I can't believe that 50% of this pack was red cards. How could they do this to us, guys? Absolute shame. Oh. Guilmon, Guilmon, how could you be so here like this, Guilmon? So I think this is okay. What do you think, Wolf?
Yeah.
I think you would. I do wish this was a better camera, because this is like it actually peaks a bit betterly. Oh, I'll kill the camera. Turn it down. Turns it towards me, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these. Maybe. Oh, that's probably about the best we're gonna get. I don't know if there's only some way that the light wasn't just glaring over everything. There we go. I have no idea what camera people use to like record this efficiently. I suppose we could do it straight above, couldn't we? I think. Kind of. Could do right above. More maybe. That's probably about as above as you can get, right? My darling.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Pretty above you. There we go. Yeah, we now have an official card channel that has above cameras. Oh, it was so good. It's only had official lighting. Just ring down the ring, light in the indoor.
No, it's just,
Sorry, it's too hard to do tomorrow. Ah, there we go. One box down, one box down, one box down. Only 3 more to go. opening cards. Even though it's not like opening the booster box. No, no. One more there. Over here. One more here. Don't go over it, my wife. Don't want you to break your neck. No, no, I don't. That won't be very good. No, no, it won't. It won't be very good. What's it do?
Just watched a little video of this little young lad helping this dad push a pushchair, and then he climbed into the basket of the pushchair and sits there.
That's like actually good to see it. I felt it's pretty. He looks pretty cool. I do wish they'd done not four red cards, but you know, as is. Again, ASMR. Okay. How is Phil? How's your week been? Yeah, good. Sleeves. Sleeves.
Okay. You need like 20 minutes to get upstairs and downstairs.
That's fine. You're gonna jump over a chair and you're gonna dive
So
over.
I come back next.
So you're just gonna strip teasers.
No, sure, Jesus.
That's good teasers. Oh yes, we gave the fans to the children. So downstairs is essentially just a an oven, and we've got
It's
the
not
computer on,
that bad.
and we've got the TV on, and we've got the computer monitor on, we've got PS5 on. So everything in the house is just essentially like, well, welcome to melting. We are here.
It's not that bad.
If you could do me a secondary favour, we'll bring down the imperial deck and put train.
Okay.
Thank you, darling.
Not that I know where that is.
I also know where it is, so unless you moved them, I don't know where they are. Because you said you put them together, so you tell me.
Find it.
Is it in the special bag?
No.
Oh, I have no idea then. Official certificate, St. Road 10 box. So I'm kind of watching the TV, trying to see if it's dropping. I don't think it is. So obviously that's good. I won't know until it does drop, which is the important thing. Extra stuff goes over there. So over, yeah. Goes down the cars, no. Put the box over there. Thank you, replay. Phil, come on, you know I'm the Galapmon guy. Of course, looking forward to EX2 and EX3 because there's some kind of Gil support in there. Even if it's purple, it's still Gilmon, so I'll probably still enjoy it. Of course, I'm looking forward to it. Come on, Phil. Come on. I'm not looking forward to the meta knowledge, but looking forward to some of the decks. Careful. Shavmo! Oh yeah! Thank you. Oh, you found some goldies. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to play, I think, D-Reaper, Security Control, see how it feels. If it feels like I'm dying inside, I'll probably continue playing it until BT9. You're right.
Yeah, just try not to kill myself.
Oh, good luck.
With the death trap of the future.
Good luck.
So,
I'm sure you'll enjoy Security Control D-Reaper replay. I'm sure you'll feel like you're just at home.
ow. Ouch.
What is wrong with
Stabby.
it? Could be anything. Could be anything. Could be the dog.
Stabby.
Don't stab it.
Yeah, it's a snappy.
You were basically just saying you're playing a Digimon version of Security Control. Literally, you just said replay. Well, that's how it feels like when you're not playing Security Control. Well, Psychomon doesn't stop the big D-Reaper from reducing its cost to 0. That's the funny thing. Because it's you play it for 0, not reduce its cost to 0. So, yeah, it's one of those weird ones like, oh, it should stop it, but it doesn't. Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone's hopes and dreams were shattered the day they realised it was a mistranslation. Can I put it on screen? Because it's kind of weird looking to the side of myself. I'll check. You on there? There we go. Oh dear indeed, Phil. Yep, pretty much. Oh no, all these Digimon are now in the trash. I swing. Oh no, I swing again. Oh no, I swing again. Oh no, I swing again. Oh, that looks like game. So if you can keep your thing on the board, it's yes, that's a. It's not great to play into by any means. literally a giant stack of creatures going, stop eating yourself. That's down to you, Phil, if you want to play something more original. Play some yellow hybrid, maybe. And then in BT9 they get pretty funny. Red yellow hybrid. So handsome. So handsome. Either Phil or Replace left us. Wasn't enough jiggle physics. We have a pretty deck. Some cards are altered, some cards aren't. You can go in there. And you go in there. You can hold it. It's a funny thing because I said that about Dex X1, and everyone was like, "Oh no, it's just a good card in every deck because you can play it in any deck," which is kind of a bad thing. Yeah, he's a bit weird. I do agree, especially since you can't really interact with them. As I've said before, generic cards are okay unless they're too generic. Kind of how I feel about Chimera. Yeah, well, I'd say give it a go, but obviously if you need more cards, it's a bit more awkward. There's also you can try. I think I pulled 2 out of like 60 swing packs, 70 swing packs. I think in the end it was just like 3 boxes, or it was 3 boxes worth. It said like 4, 2 normal boxes, and then 4 pre-release boxes, pre-release stuff. So that's 3 boxes worth. We only pulled 2, I think. We had to buy 2 this was the Yeah, and now what, they're like £8 to £10 because people are like, oh, this card's really good. Oh, you don't say. So good. I mean, I believe it stays good. I could be very wrong, but I do believe it stays good for a little bit. Five boxes. Goddamn replay. Then again, did you win some? Oh yeah. I mean, that's why it was so good in like Jesbon for Japan. It was just like, oh yes, I now have 8 saviors. What's up, Paul? How you feeling? Get that water down your butt. Yeah, if you win some boxes, just help. I'm glad you're feeling better, Phil. I'm glad you're better feeling, Paul. And I'm sure replay's feeling much better than they were last week. So I'm trying to think, like, what's generically good in the next set? Besides DefX. We're still called DefX, we don't know yet. Definitely changed the name. You start looking at putting the actual Gilman deck together. Yeah, you will, but for a little bit. Just obviously with the heat as well, just try and keep as much liquids in you as you can.
Sports drinks.
Oh, if you want to drink sports drinks, wife, literally do yourself a bottle of squash, or whatever. Put 1 teaspoon of sugar in and half a teaspoon of salt in. That's literally the same as any sports drink. It will cost you like a fifth of the price. Damn it, replay. That's not how it works. You don't cough on people. Yeah, just do the best you can with that, little. I mean, Az had it, I think, on the Saturday. I think by the Wednesday, I think he was like off of it. So at least luckily with little ones, they're a bit more resilient than us old fogies. Yeah, the cafe had us for 2 weeks. Yeah, I feel like, well, there's certainly like the best deck in BT9, but at least there's like 3 or 4 other decks that are also good in BT9. Stupid Metal Groomon being stupid Metal Groomon. Yeah, that's it. As long as you get like the quick symptoms in and out, you feel rough for a day or 2, and then you're straight on the mend. It shouldn't be too much. Just those people who get it and just feel awful forever. Get that long COVID, as they say. You doing the Saturday locals tomorrow, Paul, or are you keeping it quiet for a week? I presume replay will be there tomorrow, so if it's on. Get the circuit going. Eddie's? Well, I'm a judge, so I'm very impartial. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
An official judge.
No, I'm an official judge.
Since when?
No, I mean I'm the official judge at Eddie's.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, that's not so bad. I thought it was everywhere. I thought it was like 3 times a week. I was like, God damn, man, this is more intense than raining. Oh. Let's have some backing up. That's fair enough. That's the thing. If you don't mind, obviously, throwing 20 quid in, and then you've got 2 other people that you know are pretty good or are reliable, then it's pretty decent. But when you're or a solo bowler kind of person, it's very weird. Yeah, that was a bit strange, but the Americans do what the Americans do, I'm afraid, which is whatever they want. Different.
Not me.
No, okay.
I like to.
That's fair enough. So if you can go, go. If you can't go, don't go. But I mean, don't force yourself to join all the in-person events. It's not technically an official event, although Eddie is an official store for Bandai, so it's weird. It should be. There's 120 people there. Well, max capacity is 40 teams, isn't it?
40 is max capacity.
Yeah, 40 teams is max capacity.
3 is. 120, and then any judges and whatnot.
Yeah, so it's probably like 6 judges if we can get it. 120 players, so 40 teams, and a lot of sweaty people. But that's the thing: the more people that join, the bigger the prize pool is. That's the good thing. So if you do get 40 teams there, I think it might go to like a case and a half, or no, rephrase that. It might be 2.5 cases to 3 cases. That's what it is. But yeah, if you can walk away with essentially like 4 boxes per person, that's pretty good. Top end anyway. Don't know if it's in there. It is. I'll be so busy. Good thing you're off, right? Yeah, it's also BT10 as well. Well, Eddie said you can pick whatever box you want as long as they've got stock of it. They will have stock of BT10. So yeah, if you go and you win, you can basically walk away with 4 boxes or 5 boxes or whatever it's going to be, and you know that's 5 chances of pulling the Shadow Alphamon. Not that this is an advert or anything, despite the fact what Eddie says.
Doesn't Eddie want you to make him an advert?
Yeah, he does. I said, just give me some B-roll and I'll make an advert. He's like, okay. This was like a month or 2 ago. This was before like, BT8 came out. So I went there for BT8. I was like, you made me this B-roll yet? He's like, what B-roll? I was like, don't you want me to make you an advert? Yeah. I need B-roll. Well, what do you need? Get me a nice opening glance to the shop. Walk through the doors. Show me some stuff in your shop. Show me your smiley face, Eddie, you weird creep. And then you can do it. He's like, yeah, I can do that. And do you think he's doing it?
Maybe you need to do it when you go see him next.
I do. I just don't get time book. I don't exactly get dropped off super early. I get dropped off at the last possible second, and then act like everything was terrible. It's all my fault. She definitely is. There. Yeah. No, Eddie does not use. Well, he does not use a camera. Like a drunk girl on Instagram knows how to use a camera. They can press the shutter button. That's about it.
You'll get in trouble.
With who? What's he gonna do?
They'll beat you.
How?
Don't know. Ban you from his shop.
Yeah, he says this. I said, I'm the only judge you got, Eddie. You can do what you like. But yeah, I guess so. I don't. So apparently, Eddie's trying to do it in like an actual hall now, so there's actually space to do it. But the issue you've got is, unless he takes a newer laptop, which he won't, his old laptop is pretty old now, he will not be able to stream at the venue. I also don't know if they have actually internet access at the venue either. Yeah, he's looking at I think he's looking at 5 different places right now, and he's basically waiting for 2 of them to come back to him. And then he's obviously going to figure out, probably whoever's cheapest will probably win. But I've said to him, if you're going to do it, you got to look at how people are going to get there, because not everyone's going to drive. There's people coming from, I think, Finland again, and I think some people are coming from Germany this time. So it's going to be very busy. It's just is he going to be ready for it? He loves massive events, and he's an old MTG player, so he's used to like 2,000 plus people events. It's just he's in his bed. Where'd you leave Dante? Should we go check on him? Or do you want to entertain the people? Okay, there we go. That's how you do it.
I'm going to sit here now.
Okay, well, you entertain Phil and replay and possibly Paul if he's still here. Because the issue is, he says there's only 2 people in the chat. So I know one's me. That's the issue.
More the fact that they will be demanding and telling me what I should do.
Well, I gave you a choice.
I'm not your slave. No matter what the wedding contract says.
Replay says if you just flash some nice shiny sleeves at them, they'll be fine.
I don't know how I'll be entertained.
So I don't think we have a lot of sleeves that aren't already like mostly out there. I think it's just the original BT1 sleeves that got released with the set.
They're called 0.0.
Sorry, we've got the 0.0 set sleeves. It sounds weird. Damn. I didn't realize there was that many people in your area that wanted to play that badly, Phil. That's pretty cool. So I don't know if Lee's going to go. I don't know if Fenton wants to go because Fenton's been very quiet about it. I've asked Fenton. Replay has obviously said that they don't want to go. Not prepared that. It's quite expensive to go, and they don't have a team to go with, which is obviously fine. Paul said that they're considering it. Joshua said they're considering it. I think Gordo has said that they'll go. And I think they've made a team with Tom and Dean. I think Eddie's trying to put a team together, but I think only 2 people are like guaranteed they can go that weekend. It's a bit awkward for Eddie. Team Eddie Griffin, go. Yeah, I do like these sleeves though. I do think these are some of the nice. Well, I'll say that next set of sleeves that come out soon. They're super nice. That Eddie tried to pawn off on everyone and then blamed me for it. Oh, these are the wrong sleeves. You're such an idiot, Eddie. I told you these were the right sleeves. Oh yeah, whatever.
Eddie off.
I'm not slacking the others. I'm not slacking Eddie as as a shop. I'm slacking Eddie as a friend.
Okay.
So, Eddie, trust me, please.
There wasn't the baby. And both the older 2 are asleep, so I think the cat's jumping around upstairs somewhere.
Possibly. Yeah, I mean, if you're like in-person events, it's obviously something great to go for. And if you're from the London, well, you're from south area, so it's not too bad jumping on 2 trains jump up into Birmingham, share a holiday in together for like £60, and then go down the following day. So it's not too bad. I think Eddie's hosting it at like midday. So if you are travelling, you don't have to like stay the night in Birmingham. You can travel up in the morning.
Don't leave a mess.
I'm not leaving this. It's not an official event, Phil. That's the issue. If it was an official event, I'm sure he could. He's got a chance to talk to Bandai between now and then, but I don't know how good his reputation is. I know he tried to do DigiFest, and when he applied to do that, because essentially, if you didn't know, the stores applied to do the DigiFest, and I don't know if Eddie got ignored or if Eddie was just too on his ability to do it, or they didn't think he could apply the venue. And I think this is kind of Eddie's way of showing that he can do big events, and that obviously, if they do DigiFest 2023, he would like. Stop yelling at me. And he would like to obviously do it next year if they do DigiFest again. Yeah, Eddie's got a big contract with Asmodee. It's like they're not just like, oh, send me an email. It's like he has a store representative at Asmodee. But yeah, I think it was a case of like the bigger stores send in like an application to host it, and I think it was just essentially what was pulled from a hat was pulled from the hat, and Eddie wasn't one of them. But I don't know about the others. I know Living Realms has done Dragon Ball Z stuff tournaments for them before in the past, which makes sense, obviously. You know. Yeah, it's really weird, right?
Do you want me to move your switch so you can see the TV?
No, I'm not staring over the switch because it's just cooked in the corner. Yep, Asmodee always does. I think for them, it's like they're already known to having like a bit of a weird track record, so they'd like to go with the easy route, which is essentially, oh, Live Rams, you've done stuff for us in the past that's big tournaments. Would you like to host another one? Yeah. I mean, the biggest issue we have, obviously, here is the fact that, obviously, you go to do in-person DigiFest or you go and do regionals, but because we're in the UK/Europe, it doesn't matter anymore. So, which I always find really strange. Like, why would the European crowd not want to go and do like world circuit? Prove that we're good enough. I just hope they don't do the same thing they did last year. It was like, oh look, if you get into the final somehow, the pricing is just super better than everything else. It's very nice. I don't think you're using a child's popsicle on me, are you? You are using a child's popsicle. You're trying to melt it, right? God damn replay. I don't want a 12-round day. I'll do it, but I don't want
days?
it. Well, it depends. I'll either run 2 events or they'll do it in 1, and it'll be as well. It'll be like a 11-hour day. Oh, that's also cool. No meth money.
That's not nice.
I'm just hoping that I get into it, an Ultimate Cup, so I can get a cheaper digimon promo.
Better?
Sure. When you say that though, but you did your 8 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds. It's not that much different, to be honest. It's one of those things like once you're in there, you're sat down there, you'll do it, and then at the end of the 12 rounds, you'll feel like death, but you'll be okay doing the 12 rounds. I always find it easier to do more rounds than less rounds because I get tired like round 3. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to finish now. Whereas if you know you've got more rounds to go, you'll just adrenaline through it. Oh yeah, you'll definitely be a zombie afterwards, Phil. Like you are just like drained of all emotion and life. Yeah, I mean that's probably the best way to do it as well. So basically, you can't buy 2 tickets, so you can't just go, yeah, I'll enter both tournaments, and oh, I can't be in both tournaments because they're both at the exact same time in 2 different places. And I mean, if they really wanted to, they could do it as a actual in-person event. Obviously, with everything open up again. As it's probably a lot easier to do that in America, as obviously the average price of a plane ticket in America is about the same price you're paying for like Glasgow to London train fare. Yeah, I don't understand like why America's getting like 4 events or 3 events, and we're getting the one for whole of Europe. It's like, you know, there's like the same amount of players in this region of like 30 odd countries that America has, right? Including Canada and South America. Like, we'd also like to have a second Ultimate Cup per month, or maybe give us 4 Ultimate Cups rather than just the 3. You can throw some calls.
No.
I love you. I don't understand you, but I love you. Shouty boy.
It tastes good for us.
Oh. So I do need to obviously figure out how to set the lighting up next time, but hopefully it'll be a lot cooler next time, so I don't die in here. How's the sound been? Oh yeah, definitely replay. Like UK could easily have essentially Northern Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland. I don't know how they deal with Southern Ireland. So you could definitely do just one for the UK and just put it in like different locations. So let's say the first one's in Birmingham, the second one's in Dublin, and then the third one's in Glasgow. Just to obviously shift it around a little bit. Yeah, I might just put like a little bit of a backboard behind the microphone if we do that. We are essentially in the living room now. I don't know if that helps, I don't know if that makes it worse, but we'll try. We can turn it like that. There we go. Could help. But yeah, I mean, what is it? UKG sold out for both days, but it took a couple of weeks for it to sell out, and then apparently the Sunday people just didn't turn up. Okay, I literally put this behind the microphone. That's all I did. So there we go. Bit of humble cardboard. Don't throw it in the bin. Now my microphone maker not echo.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there needs to just be more in-person events, or just more events of the same caliber to go to, as much as Eddie complains about it, he's not wrong about it. Store championships and store stuff needs to be there as well. No, I suppose what I mean by that replay is I don't. Well, maybe I do. I guess I don't want, even though I do want, like Worlds 2022 or I suppose Worlds 2023 stamped Evolution Box 1 things again. As much as I do still want to have a playset of the Hammer Sparks, because why not maximum upgrade a card that's probably never ever going to get banned? It still seems very strange to just not have access to those. But I'd also like to see other prizes. I wouldn't want to see these with a stamp on it, but But you have to remember, replay. We might be European, but we're not in the EU. And that could just be an Asmodee thing. Like they don't want to deal with the other countries and have issues there. Besides Italy and France have their own stuff going on anyway, so I mean that's perfectly fine for them. They've obviously figured their stuff out, which is very good and fantastic. I think France and Italy both had in-person Ultimate Cups, which I don't know how easy or accessible it was to get to them, but they're obviously going in the right way about it. I don't want Tamer Evo Box 2 stamps. It's terrible. I mean, these have been mass printed in comparison to the original box. The fact that it's like so short supply in America just to me just seems like people didn't want to buy it when it was. So the next question is Event Pack 3, which should be coming out with 2023 finals. What will be in that one instead? That's the next question. Was this good stuff for me? Oh, thank you. I'm about to get my drink and I broke 29. Ooh, taller. My addiction. Spills cola Calypso all over this brand new map. What a good day it was. I suppose the issue is we don't see what's behind the. Yeah. I mean, you say that, but I mean, what was in the first one? Oh, are you trying to say that we should have what they're called? Well, was there an Agu and Kabumon in the first one? I don't think there was there? I think Replay's got the right idea. It should be like Gaussmon and Psychmon, Gazimon, Chumon, Betamon, the weird Shellfishmon, other Mons. Terrymon's already got one, he doesn't need any more really. I think it's the second one anyway. Yeah, I do think Event Pack 2 was a bit weirder, but I think it was better overall in comparison. The Lord Nightmon did need the altar, I suppose. If there were good ones, Phil, I'd be down for it. It's going to be a bit awkward though, because besides the ones that we've already got printed in Evo, Tamer Pack, and the alternate art ones we're going to get, hopefully, with the double Jesmon Racklordmon decks, there's not that many option cards that you need to alter, I don't think, besides just wanting them altered. And that's fair. Even though it's got Upamon in it and Bushi Agumon. Try to think of cards that you might want from it. That's probably about it. I'll be okay with some Tamer alt arts. Especially the Tamers that have alt arts would be pretty good, like Hero or Koji or Yuki. And then whoever the other Black Tamer is from BT7 didn't get his. How do you feel? Yeah, I mean, as you said, they could just do all of the can't do rookies and then just do a random wild card alt art. I'll be happy with that, to be honest. That's kind of the issue, isn't it? Like, oh, I'll play this memory blocker. Okay, I have an effect that just wipes you off the field because you're level 3 or under 5,000 DP. But I don't really necessarily want them to make stronger ones. Because if you make a stronger one that's like, oh, I'm a 6k level 3 rookie that has you can't do X, Y, Z, it's a bit awkward. I said they did have a theme. I don't know what it was, but they had a theme. I have a feeling the theme for Event Pack 2 was based off like the Japanese meta over the seasons. It was Jesmon, it was ST4 Kabuterimon, Anubismon that showed up in some like weird decks, I think, during like BT6 format. So the other ones are were there, like that. Bushi Agumon saw quite a bit of play in Japan. Saw a little bit of play here as well. Do you remember what the other art was? Was only the 4? It's one for each colour, isn't it? So purple was Anubis, red was Jez, green was Kabuteri, yellow was Bushy, red was just Jez was that one. Blue was blue. It was blue. It's not. It's like it's a trophy card at the end of the day. Ah, yeah. I think the reason why Beowulf got a alt art is because Alderman got its alt art in the anniversary set, which makes about the only sense I can think of. What was black then? Oh, it was Gomagamon? Gogumamon, that's it. Giant stone creature with crystal snake arms. Yeah. New player's like, it's Beowulf. It's like, oh, yeah, don't remind me. Card's fine. Alt art was terrible. Yeah, they do. I used to think that Beowulf's alt art looks worse than its regular. Gogumus looks fine. But yes, you say, it looks regular. Doesn't look anything special. The thing that I find weird, and you can agree or disagree to this, I like how the Guilmon promo alt art looks like the Event Pack 2 basic like alt arts. Oh, that's so crazy. That really wants me. Well, the EX2 theme is just tamers as quick as possible. But yeah, I'm okay with replays for the event pack free stuff. Just things that could do with alt arts look prettier because they're in most decks, and then just a random alt art from that color. Which, to be honest, there's a fair few. Or as Philippe said, turn it into tamers. There's a few tamers from all the colors that could do it probably. Digimon Tamers, I think, is everyone's favorite series. So it's fantastic. It's the best, done by the best voice actor, done by the, and then written by the best voice actor, and then directed by the best voice actor. I mean, but I'm just a little bit in love with that voice actor. Yes, Stephen Bloom, I think, could speak or read Japanese, and so he tried to keep as much of the script as possible close to as Japanese as he could without having to get deal with. Was it 4 Kids? Was it? No, what did they deal with? I can't remember what they deal with. I know the English version is like manga, who have now been brought out by Crunchyroll, technically, or Sony. Ghost, well, honestly, that's like 4 or 5 weeks of it. But I was really enjoying Ghost Game. Yeah, well, have you seen the new stuff already from EX3? Justimon's going to be pretty good for a little bit longer. I mean, Justimon has, I think, 3 forms. So it's got like its standard Justimon, uh, Burst mode, and the Blitz mode. I think someone said it also has an X antibody form as well, so they can do a little bit more support for that for a while. But yeah, I think doing some of that replay, having like an actual like lottery card within lottery cards is probably quite cool. Although I don't know how it would play out because you probably shouldn't like level 5 someone like, oh yes, you got to collect them all. Good luck. To be honest, now that I've done the alternate art campaign thing, I want to see like what the top 10 are now. Oh yeah, I like EX1 artwork. I think the EX1 artwork is really good because it just takes me back to that place as being a child. But I do like that they've just stayed with like nice modernized digital artwork for the new stuff. Good that replay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make Deep Reaper come back in anyone's memory. So I do. I've got like such a soft place for anything that's like that style of art. It's just so warming and reminding me of like the younger days back when I was a wee nipper. Yeah, I think that's what the issue a lot of people have with the alt arts because they're like just screenshots from the show, but apparently they look a lot nicer in person than they do on paper or screen. Do you favour from that, love?
What do you mean?
Your passport drink on my phone.
I suppose. Looks interest nicely. Oh, well, in here, please.
Yeah, they do. Please, my darling. Yeah, the more pack just look a bit weird, but I think most of the packs are a little bit weird to some degree. Yeah, they do a bit, don't they? This is X Digimon I've got at home. Oh, it's a bit better. You okay there?
Don't ask for favours if you're going to be mean to
I'm
me.
not being mean, I was asking if you're okay. How dare I ask if you're okay? What terrible husband do?
I was struggling, you could see I was physically struggling. Oh.
Oh, my phone's so hot.
I'm getting a bit unsteady on my feet.
What do you think? You want to do this to that person and go to bed?
Whatever you wish.
Yeah. Right, replay. Phil, anything you want to discuss before we escape for the night? What, relative to Pokemon? Relative to Digimon? Relative to life and universe itself? It has, Phil. People are very happy with deck profile, especially when the word second place turns up, because people want to copy that deck thing. If you put first or second or third, generally people come and see those videos because it's like, oh, this is a deck I can copy and go take it to locals, and I should win, right? For some, well, you use the F word, replay, but I will unhide your message. Oh yeah, I think this will. Well, rephrase that. I would like to see get a simulator for this game because yeah, don't worry about it. Like, there's only 3 of us in here, and this isn't well. All my videos are for not children, so people who are in here need to be at least like 13 plus. So don't worry about swearing. But yeah, I do want them to be a simulator, like a proper one for Bandai, and I hope it comes out before they do anything else because I'll be very annoyed if we don't get one, and then One Piece comes out, and then One Piece gets one. That's kind of the only thing I'm worried about. Oh, well, that's the thing. Like, it's a 6+ Digimon card game, but you tell me a 6-year-old that can read half the words on these cards. Tell me grown adults that can read half the words on these cards. God damn it. This it was like a chat room thing they did for World Championship, but it was like essentially it was like Digimon Discord. So you'd go in there, you'd get into like a game thing. Oh damn, is it 15 plus? Oh, sorry, Vincent, you ain't playing anymore. There you go, boo.
Well,
Apparently Digimon's actually 15 plus. Only adults and deceitive tweens can do it now. Oh, wait, as adults, I suppose it doesn't really. Does it say on this maybe? Does this have an age?
It will say on the boxes. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's 6 plus.
Yeah, box says 6+, but not for children under 3 as a small choking hazards, which there is. There's still counters in here. The gift boxes are for 15+ because Machine Drum Alt Art is a bit creepy.
Yeah, you googled it, it says 6 years up.
Mm.
Number of game players, 2.
You okay? Whilst I'm looking at the game ages and rules, apparently. Yeah, that's it. I think if they put it together, it'll be good. But at the same time, they have to physically think how much money can we make out of it because they won't do Pokemon, which is essentially buy a pack, get a code card. Guess they'd like drop the last rare, which I mean that's down to them if they want to do something like that. Just try to make it so you can't weigh the packs or try to not weigh the packs, I guess. And then with look at Master Duel, for instance, like that's made the most money for Konami in the last like 2 or 3 years. Like it's just churned that money. And that's only been available since January, I think. Yeah, I hope so too. It'll make things a lot easier. Make things easier for people like me who wants to do it as a kind of like secondary hobby slash money maker. Let's put this on the live stream. Oh, guys, come watch me get my ass beaten again. And again. And again. And again. We're starting to focus on playing with my Gallop on deck, and Pilgrim on deck, and they're playing some stupid security control. I just want to play games. I just want to play games. Oh yeah, like I believe the online version, because I don't know if they've brought the new one out yet. It was coming out soon. Is just essentially a bottomless pit of empty money draining. But because they make so much money out of the card game, they don't mind so much. Because if you're selling, what did they sell last year? I think it was like $280 million of profit. That is of the TCG last year. So if you're making 280 million profit, you can probably put like $1 or $2 into just, here's some servers, have fun. Should be Phil. I mean, that's what a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh creators do. They just sit on like all the different simulators, and obviously now Master Duel, and go like, I'm going to play this and make money. For me, it's more like time spent and put into it. Also means I can just like, I'm just going to do 2 videos a week this week. I'm going to play a couple of games, look sad, be sad, and then go from there. You've also got to remember though, Pokemon is actually aimed at 3-year-olds, or from 3-year-olds, which is weird. But when you've had a world champion that's 3 years old, you can do it, I guess. It is hard. Like that's the thing. Like I've been very lucky where I've not had burnout from Digimon, but it's a case of like trying to fit it into schedule to the point where Catherine doesn't think I don't live here anymore. But now the PC's downstairs, I could do a little bit more content probably. Like Catherine watches TV, I'll just clickety clickety on the computer. She'll get annoyed by all the clickety clickety. Then she'll go to bed angry at me, and I'll do some more clickety clickety. Then it's like 2 in the morning, and I go to bed, and she's still awake, and then she's angry at me for the clickety clickety still.
Told you. Make sure you spend some time with me, and it's okay.
We're in the same room, aren't we? Oh, like some of those sealed only episodes were like 20 plus hours of editing. Doesn't look like it, but they were. And they're like soul destroying me, like 8 views on them is like, Jesus. And like the average view rate is like 2 minutes. It's like an hour and a half long episode. Right, I'm calling it. It's 10:30. You all need to get some rest. It's going to be a long weekend of 17 degrees tomorrow. So, peace out. See you soon. Speak to you on Discord. And I will be here at some point in the future. That'll take as long as you want, Phil. If you want to be more in depth, be more in depth about it. A lot of people just go, "Oh yeah, I played this card. It's a card, so I played it. Yeah, I played 2 of these ones. It's also a card, so I played it. Oh, yeah, this card. Yeah, it's really good. Like I hate that. That's like the worst thing in the world. It's like, why do you play these things? Why is it better than like any of the other cards in the deck? Why is it worth a space in your deck? So one of the best people I've seen for Yu-Gi-Oh, for instance, is like Pack. And Pack will be like, if I can search it, I don't necessarily need like more than one of it. If I can't search it, then 2 or 3 if I need it. It makes sense to me, yeah. But for us, for instance, because obviously we got minimum of 50 cards per deck, you want to search all your stuff. But obviously for a card like he says, like Vmon from ST9, you want 4 of it because you just want to search all your stuff. Oh yeah, free. I'm going to play as much as I can so I can search all the other cards. And with this, I can search essentially every single monster in my deck. Awesome. Or you want to play 4 of the Vmons from the EX1. Essentially, when I go into Digimon once or twice, I'll get memory back. Oh, you try that. You run through a deck list in 10 minutes and you see how easy it is. Like, I've tried to do short deck lists, and they're not that easy. Unless you're just going like, I'm playing 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of those, 2 of them, 1 of them. And it's so hard because you get into it. You actually really enjoy doing it yourself. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, this deck list has been like 18 minutes long. And then you go, oh, let's show some, like, let's do like 5 cards sort of thing. So obviously you shuffle, do your security, do your 5 cards, and you go, all right, what can I play with this hand? Because a lot of people go like, oh, what's the best thing this deck can do? You go, oh, I can play this. They can go do that for 2, and then I can play that for 3, and then I can do this, and I can swing 3 times, and I can do that, and then after that I can do that, yeah, which is cool and everything, but it doesn't really show you like what an average hand will do. Oh, what's in your hand? Oh, I bricked terribly. What do I do? Oh, well, don't worry too bad. It's the first turn, so throw down your memory tamer. Throw down a level 4, throw down a level 5. At the end of the day, you give them 8 memory on turn 1. It's not the end of the world normally. I mean, to be honest, with Phil's deck list, I was very tempted to do a timestamp for every single new card, just because of how long the video was. I thought, no, it's like 10 minutes per section. So you got like 10 minutes on rookies, 10 minutes on champions, 10 minutes on ultimates, 10-ish minutes on options and stuff. And I think it was like 5 or 6 minutes at the end where Phil was just talking about things and just was being very, very kind. And it's like that's the thing. So just go have a look. Just go enjoy yourself. Put it as a podcast if you want to. If you're really interested in the deck, listen to an hour-long deck profile because it's going to be more interactive and more important that you understand why those cards are in the deck than me just going, yeah, it recovers security. Good card. Also recovers security. Really good card. Yeah, I don't understand that either. I think it depends if you know what the matchup is. Nah, I think you're right, Phil. Yeah, so the biggest issue I find with people is like, as you said, like you'll play. He says, looking at his hand right now. You'll play. You'll have X Vmon on the field, and if you know what you're playing into, it's perfectly fine. If you know you're playing into rookie, or you know you're playing into, yeah, exactly. That's exactly, Phil. If people are enjoying it and they're actually there to watch it, they'll watch it. If you've got 400 views on 4 minutes per view, you've probably found people have watched it a couple of times, but they're watching it in segments because it's long. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. But as you said, yeah, people won't swing with XVmon. Oh, game one, I understand why. You don't necessarily know what the deck is, always. So you go, all right, I'll swing, hidden security. If it's anything other than yellow, I guess, maybe purple, like it's a bit of a risky business thing. But then everything else, it's like, sure, I'll swing once, play Stingmon. Where I am. Play Stingmon. Go to 0. Let's do this properly. Yeah. So, start a turn. I just happen to have Digimon in raising with a XVmon. Free memory. Ah. I go, alright, move out. Swing. Survived. I'll play Digimon for free. Digivolve into Peldra. Swing. Again. Another draw, so draw. Unspend. Go to 1. Also got jamming. Swing again. If you're not really too careful. That's 3 checks in 1 turn. And then you go, do I care if my things are on the field for another turn? So you can either go join up, or you can go Davis, or you can go there. Or if you really want to, you can go there. Or you can go that to 0 and do what you need to do. But there's so many things that you can do in this deck that people don't look at. It's like, I have, at this point in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 options that I can do in this deck from here. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be probably Davis. So next turn I have free memory. And if I'm super lucky, especially in this deck, I've either got memory boost ready to go for next turn, so I'll go to 5, or I've got, see somewhere. Or got hammer spot ready to go. So there you go. So I go, okay, I got a 4. Swing again. Oh no. I will spend 4 memory. I will then just digivolve into wherever you are. Oh, you've got 0 security left and you can't stop me. I'm going to spread these out. Oh no, I'm going to digivolve again. Swing 4 again. I mean, to be honest, I've gone into like fighter mode to apply pressure. It's like, oh yeah, sure, just bye. Or suspend it. Like, this deck is like, I think a lot of people who don't like this deck or think this deck isn't very good are playing against people that don't know how the deck can run. Don't play against people who've played the deck enough. Or if you're just that much of a better player, there's normally like a difference anyway. Oh yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna worry too much about what they're gonna do. And that's the kind of thing people forget about this deck. This deck doesn't really care about what your opponent wants to do too much. Because the whole thing about this deck is just like, yeah, just let me fight you like 3 times and I win. The biggest issue this deck normally has is if it doesn't get like a really good play on like turn 1 or 2, and then having to grind out against like security control. Because it's like, oh, now I'm going to fight through like 12, 13 security. Not that that's terrible, but you can probably get them down to 0 before they get you to 0. But it is as it is. Yeah, that's the thing with yellow. Yellow is just that one color that can just happily sit there and go, like, we do the same thing no matter what you play against. I'm playing against like red aggro. Okay, I'll just try and build them as much security and hope they hit either a big monster in security or they hit an option security. Or I'll have to do something about it once. Like, I'll get something big. Yeah, well, that's what Extra Greymon is. Essentially, it's just like, let me OTK you. And then if I can't, and then obviously if you try and do something you can't, then I'll just go, okay, swing the game with Omnimon. I love the deck. We've got it max rate upstairs. Blue's like, yeah, I'm either going to just ignore what you want to do, or I'm going to just memory game forever. Right, replay. Sleep well, bud. We'll see you soon. If not, I'll speak to you in Discords. Green again. It's like, if you've got something on the field, I'm either just going to suspend you and I'll swing it through you, or I'll just, for instance, Shivamon. So yeah, I'll just be suspended with like 20k DP. You can't punch through me. You can't punch over me. You can't use the option card. So good luck. Black right now is X antibody, which is kind of a frail egg. It always seems that way. What else is there? Purple is Masty for the most part, which essentially is just like I just want to pressure you by destroying things on your board or having a presence on my board. Not necessarily doing anything on the first turn of presence, but just having the ability to stop you from doing things is just pressure enough normally with Masty. And a lot of people like think that this deck is bad against Masty but it's really not, because by the time they get a chance to do anything, you've already either taken out most of their security, you've taken out all their security. It's a little bit slower than this deck, and I think a lot of people forget that. So like if you're playing, if you're first turn, for instance, and you go, okay, I'm going to play Gatomon on my first turn, go to 5 memory. All right, I think I can probably do about that, but I'm still going to play a rookie into a champion, and then I can either play another rookie on the field for a searcher, or I can just play, okay, I'll just go into my memory tamer, and I'll give you 2 memory. And they go, oh, okay. And so they either have to do one or two things. They either have to try and like build up their Massim on that board with nothing to delete or destroy, with nothing in their trash, or they think they're safe for a turn. And then you just go to 3 the following turn, you move out and you start swinging, and you go, oh, I've hit you for 3 already, and I'm not really scared of anything you're securing. Because the only thing that I'm scared of is Chaos Degrade, which is really weird because they don't all run it. It's like the scariest card in the deck, and not all of them run it. It makes no sense to me. I'm not necessarily want to play 4 of it because it's a very expensive card, and you have to obviously have a yellow and a purple source at the same time. But it's just pretty good in the sense of, it's removal without being removal. That's the thing. Like, English Meta has been really like favoring multicolored decks for a long time now, but Japan hates them. Japan absolutely hates multicolored decks for some reason. I think it's because they're a little less consistent. But now that obviously that multicolored cards are more common, it makes it easy to make these multicolored decks. Like red and black is a really good together like color. Blue and green is really good. Yellow and purple, they work. I wouldn't necessarily work great together. Purple and black would probably work quite well together. Yellow and green would work well together. Blue and red works well together. I think everyone knows that. But that's the issue. You put blue and red together, you make it too strong. Exactly. Right, Phil? Yeah, so I'm going to head off as well. Phil, sleep well, bud. Speak to you soon, and we'll see you guys when we can. Thank you, Phil. We were just essentially testing the camera out, but thank you very much. See you well, Phil.